Hi Marika, it's Friday. Mackenzie would like to say hi to you today, as per usual.
Hi. Hi.
Right here, so look right here and say hi.
Hi.
Okay. The answer to your question is actually quite complicated. I like the classics in theory. In execution, maybe not so much. There are some books that are considered classics that I like very much. For example, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. It's a classic that we're required in our school system here to read in honors English. Treasure Island, The Lord of the Flies, while disturbing, I liked it. 1984. Love it. However, there are some classics that I have to wonder, who made these classics? Who was on this committee that made the decision that these were going to be considered classic novels? For example, okay, somebody didn't want me to make a video. Somebody wanted me to find her cup for her. Joys of motherhood. Anyways, like I was saying, I don't know what qualifies a book to be considered a classic, but there are some books, say Huckleberry Finn, that I think should not be qualified as a classic. Another one would be, say, Catcher in the Rye. This was a required book for me to read in high school. I hated it. It was the most boring book in the world. At least Huckleberry Finn, the storyline might have been interesting. I just couldn't understand it. I could not get past page 3 in Huckleberry Finn because it's done in this old-timey deep south language that I can't understand. It's like the way they would talk is exactly how it's typed. A very generic way of putting it would be to say, if somebody were going to say woulda for would've, it would literally be spelled W-O-O-D-A or W-O-U-L-D-A. But for everything. For every piece of slang he used in that book. And then we come to Catcher in the Rye, which was the most boring book I've ever read in my entire life. I can't get through it at all. Well, I mean, I guess I did because I had to. Of Mice and Men was great. To Kill a Mockingbird, wonderful. All these classic books that I was required to read all through high school, and I liked almost every single one of them. For example, The Great Gatsby. Loved it, but I could not stand to read Catcher in the Rye. So boring. I mean, the guy trudges on this entire book about nothing. Nothing of any importance whatsoever. That's what I remember of Catcher in the Rye. And I've never read it again. Lots of books I'll read multiple times. That is not one of them. Now, moving further on the question of, books and whatnot, especially classics, do you watch the movies of the books you read? And if so, do you watch them before or after you've read the book? And or does it matter? Does it matter to you in which order? Do you see a movie and then think, I've got to read that book? Or do you read the book and then watch the movie? Or do you not do any of the above? Do you only read the book or only read the movie or whatever? Okay, read the book, watch the movie. I know, I said read the movie. Lay off, grammar Nazis. Come on. That's my question to you this week. And, yeah. So that's my answer to your question this week, along with a question of my own. And I look forward to your answers on the topic on Monday. See you Monday. I just said Monday like 3 times, huh? At least I'm not bad with days.